Hello, let's continue our Sudoku Adventure with Rainbow Tie by Sanabas. So we have irregular 6x6 Sudoku rules. So that just means that instead of our normal boxes, we have these bold outline regions that can be any shape the setter wants. But they're still 6 in size always. So we have each row, each column, and each bold outline region containing the digits 1 to 6, exactly once each. We also have these black dots in the grid. These are called crop key. What they mean is that the two digits that are next to it have a 1 to 2 ratio, meaning one is exactly double the other. So if this was a 2, then this digit could be a 1 because 2 is double 1, or it could be a 4 because 4 is double 2. So one of these has to be exactly double the other when they're separated by a white dot. By a black dot. We also have this red line in the grid. This is a parity line, and that's because we are doing parity theme week. So every single puzzle this week involves parity. Parity is just the property of a digit being even or odd. So the parity of 2 is even, the parity of 3 is odd. So this line alternates parity. So if this was a 2, that's an even digit. So the digit after it needs to be odd. We could do a 1, 3, or 5. And then the digit after that has to be even, maybe a 4, right? We just got to keep going. So we alternate even, odd as we move along the line. And that's it. Those are the rules. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. Okay, something I know about black dots. There's always at least one even digit on every black dot. There could be 2 even digits, but you can't do 2 odds because we're always doubling one of the numbers, and so the bigger number, the doubled one, is always going to be even. Because that's the definition of even, is divisible by 2. So what can I say about that? The other thing I can say about black dots is there's kind of 2 groupings. There's the 1, 2, 4 group, where 1 doubles to 2, which doubles to 4. And there's the 3, 6 group, where 3 doubles to 6. Those are the 2 groups. And so you can't have 2 dots in the same region use the same group. Because if this was also for 1, 2, 4, we would reuse the 2 within the same region. So one of these will be from 1, 2, 4, one will be 3, 6, which means one of these is a 5, and the other one is either the 1 or the 4 that gets left out of the one that uses this 2. So these are from 1, 4, 5. I'm tempted to just color this, but I'm trying to figure out if I can figure out a starting point that's even or odd, or if I have to just kind of generically color first. Okay, this region though, I think I can color pretty well if I just, okay. So I'm going to have to color first is kind of my conclusion because I'm not seeing it. Maybe we can say something about this, can we? There's at least 2 evens here. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Yeah, there's at least 2 evens. The 2 and the 6 are definitely in here. And they're like this. Oh, they could be like this. They could be like this. They could be like this. Well, they're not like this and like, oh, okay. Well, this line is actually telling us, sorry, I should look at how the line's working. We know that there's 1 even, 1 odd here, and there's 1 even, 1 odd here, meaning that we are using 2 evens and 2 odds here. And so the even that's left out has to be the 4, if you look. So we have to do a 1, 2, and a 3, 6. We can't do a 2, 4, because if I do a 2, 4, actually, I don't know how these alternate. Sorry, no, actually, I do know. You know what? I don't know why I'm putting off coloring. I don't usually put off coloring. I'm just going to color first. I was trying to see if I could get a blue or an orange on the line first, but I'm just going to use purple and green. And all this is representing is how this line alternates. And I suspect I know how it does. Yeah, I suspected that. I think this was the only way this was going to alternate. I don't think we could have put like a 2, 4 across here because then the 3, 6 would also use an even. And that would be 3 evens within the place that we know has exactly 2 evens. So I think my logic was fine there, but that does mean we're leaving out the 4. So one of these is going to be 1, 2, one of these is going to be 3, 6. I don't know the order. So I can't exactly tell which one's which in green and purple, but we can keep going with green, purple because we know all green represents is whatever this digit is. If this digit's even, then green represents even. If this digit is odd, then green represents odd. And that's going to be true of the entire grid. And so we can see in this, so we know that every row, column, box will have 3 greens and 3 purples because there's 3 evens and 3 odds between 1 and 6. And so this region here already has 3 greens. So the only choice for the rest of the region is to have 1 purple here. Now this row has 3 purples, so this has to be green. Let's see. This definitely has an even on it. Does it have two evens? I don't know. Is there anywhere else I can expand? I have to scan this irregular. Normally I'd color the irregulars, but I then have another color to deal with, so I don't want to do that. This is one of each. This is at least... So this has at least... This has exactly one even on it. This has at least one even on it, but I don't think we can do anything with that. All right, how do we continue this then? Maybe there's some geometry that we can do. Yeah, these two digits are these two digits. That's another way to put it. Is there any other geometry? These two digits are these two digits. Okay. These two digits are these two digits. Okay, so I get another color. This row has every digit and this region has every digit. Where do these two digits go in this row? They can't repeat in the region, so they have to go over here, and we know they're both green. So that's a green. So this is one green, one purple. It's kind of interesting. Like if I were to use another two colors here, which I think is a bad idea, but I just want to show, then that means this is yellow and this is red. And that means this is red. So we got one of each. We need one more of each here. Let's put it on this dot. Can I expand on this at all? I feel like I'm missing an important deduction. And have been. If red was green, these would all be purple. I don't really see an issue here. I'm not sure my red yellows are all that helpful here. Okay, let's not do that yet. So I'm more desperate. Is there any more geometry I might have missed? This digit, whatever it is, doesn't go here. It's not super helpful. This digit doesn't go here. I'm clearly just not seeing it. So one of these is 1, 2, the other's 3, 6. I don't know which is which. I have a 4, 5 pair here. So this isn't 4 or 5, neither is the rest of this box. Right? Let's just put 1, 2, 3, 6 here. This is also 1, 2, 3, 6, because I know this is a 4 or 5 pair. And they both see this cell. That doesn't really help me. Wish I knew what color this was. I mean, that seems to be the key, is to get these two to be colored, or to get one of these black dots colored the same color. Those seem to be the two ways that I can think of to resolve our green and purple parities. This is one of each as well, so it's not 2, 4. So it's again from 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, so if we get the other green in this row has to be the 4, 5 green. It doesn't have to be this one, but it's either this one or this one is our 4, 5 green. What do I do with that? Nothing that I can see. All right, is there another strategy to use here? This and this are the same digit. Let me pull out my letters here. If we call this A, corner market, this is also A. And then if we call this B, this is also, oh, sorry. If we call this B, this is also B. Ah, and we know B is 4, 5, right? We have 2, 1, 2, 3, 6 purples. So that's either going to be the 1-3 pair or the 2-6 pair, meaning that this is only 4-5, meaning this is 4-5. Okay. And then that means that this has to be the green 4-5. Oh, wow. Okay. That's green and that's purple. That helps a lot. So that makes, and so, yeah, we don't know how they resolve yet, but we know this is green. And so this is the green 4-5. So we know A is from 1, 2, 3, 6. So is this one, whatever this is. So this is B. So this C is the 4-5. So this is 1, 2, 3. In fact, this whole row is 1, 2, 3, 6. We know this is purple. I may have to subcolor the 1, 2, 3, 6s as well, but let's see, or letter them. I'd have to see where to start. So if I letter this one, maybe I should be a little bit cleaner with my letters. So instead of calling this B, I'm going to make A, B, C be green and D, E, F to be purple. And I'm just going to call this one D. We're going to call this E and this F. And instead of this being A, we'll call this B. And then, because I want the 4-5 to be the A. So this is A, this is B, and this is C. All right. So this C is A and B. So this is C, making this B. That makes this an A, which we know is 4-5. So I had this E and F for a reason. Yeah. So this is E, and that makes this F. If I can get, yeah, so this is D and E. So this is F. So we know F goes with C. So this has to be C. On a black dot, F goes with C. Because we know it's either going to be 1, 2, or 3, 6. Those are the only two options. What was my logic that this couldn't be 2, 4? Oh yeah, because they're colored differently. There's only 1, 2, 2, 4, and 3, 6. Those are the only pairs, and 2, 4 is both even, and that went to work there. So this is E, and we know E is 1, 2, 3, 6. All right, so we're kind of expanding our lettering here. This is E as well. 1, 2, 3, 6. We need a B and C here. We need an A and B here. I'm not sure if we know that. This feels like progress though. So, okay, remember these two digits go up here. This E has to go in one of these two, but there's already an E in the column. So this is our E, which is purple and is a 1, 2, 3, 6. And that means this is green. It's the same as this one, and they're both C. Okay. Because the row had to be C. So now the D looks down. So this is D. And this is F. We know F was the 1, 2, 3, 6. We know D was the 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3, 6, and it has to be F. Oh, this is the 4, 5, which is A. Oops, I have to be in the right mode. That's A, and that makes this B, and that makes this C, and this is then B. Do I know anything else here? Surely this is gonna resolve everything, right? This column needs a purple, and we know that it's the F purple. Okay. If this was purple, it would be D. If it's green, it would be A. Okay. It can't be the green A, because that would, no, it could be, yeah, okay. It can't be the green A, because we know green and purple are different parodies. And so that would make A 1, 2, 3, 6, but we know A is 4, 5. So it cannot be green. It must be purple. And then that's going to force this to be the purple 4, 5. Which, so yeah, no matter what, it was a 4, 5. That's probably a much easier way to put it. There was a 4, 5 pair left in this column. And the 4, 5, the only way that goes on a black dot is if it's a 4, making purple even. And So now we know what everything is. But well, this was D, and this was A. But now we know what they are. So we know that D has to be 4, and F has to be 2 because it goes with the 4. Oops, F has to be 2, and that makes E the 1. If I can do my modes correctly, which I apparently can't. And that means this A is the 5. And then we know that, hold on, oh no, I messed up. That shouldn't have been 1. What was I thinking? E is not 1, E is 6. What was I thinking? Not correctly, that's for sure. Now we know C goes with the 2, so C is 1. And then we know B goes with the 6, so B is 3. Then we know A is 5. All right, there we go. We got a 3 in the corner. Now we can just finish the coloring and the numbering here. So these are green, these are purple. We just have a couple of digits left. This is 3 and 5, and this is 6 and 4. All right. That was a neat puzzle, Sanabas. I enjoyed that, the coloring and the lettering and thinking that through. And sure enough, it was getting 2 of the same color on a black dot that resolved everything. But it was hard work getting there. I don't know if there was a quicker way to get there, but I certainly liked the way I did it. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.